Thank you for joining. Today we're going upper body motion of Keumgang. Keumgang. Okay, Keumgang is normally Cookie 1 second degree black belt in our local Dojang school Taekwondo center. Teach Keumgang Kumse for second degree black belts. Okay, first degree is Goryeo. So now we're on the second degree black belt of Keumgang. Okay, who learned Keumgang in competition? If you are youth, okay, if you are youth, you need to know Keumgang Pumse. Alright, everyone? Who are the youth? Okay, everyone who's 11 and under. Okay, youth. And we have Dragon and Tiger, younger kids. Okay, but younger kids, if you're black belt, you want to learn ahead. So it's a good time to learn the Keumgang. How do we set our hands? Right? How do we execute the hands? Keumgang, not many, maybe 7 or 8 techniques. Okay, they're all same. Doing same thing over and over. Okay, more important is the lower part of the body. If you skip the video of the low part of the body for Keumgang, you need to go back and watch it, guys. Okay, this is the upper part of the body for Keumgang. Let's begin. 차렷 준비. Regular 5 seconds. There you go. First one is double fist in our block. So you're gonna touch thumb, fist, thumb, touch thumb, 2 step forward in our block. Make sure their hand is inside the body frame. What if their hand is like this? Minor deduction. This is way too off, right, you guys? Okay, so what if they have their hand set regularly and then they just went out without setting proper technique? You gotta deduct that, yes, of course. You can't miss this. You can't miss this. You gotta deduct all the time, guys, okay? All right, and in our block. So next move is sometimes some other country, they preset and then strike the palm strike. But right now, in US, we don't preset that hand. We just go right away, only right hand. This is my right hand. So, only right hand goes back and then strike the side of the jar, right? With the palm strike. What part? In a front palm, okay? Not the side palm, front palm. But how do we set this? Do we set forward? No. Do we set down? No. Do we set side? No. We set 45. Why we set 45? Because our head is round shape. No one has a square shape. It's almost round shape. On the round shape of the jar, you set. This is how it becomes 45 degree on the palm strike. It's a round face. Okay? So, after the first move, guys, then you're gonna come. First strike to the front, and then you're gonna keep coming forward with the front stand, right? But as you have to keep your hand there, but when you switch, you need to grab and the other hand come out, right? You gotta switch it fast. Why? Because it's very fast. You have to do very fast, right? Because it's a performing in competition mat. So if we're on competition mat, then we have to strike very fast. So if this is the last one that I strike, okay, then coming back. How about the coming back? Coming back, you need to start setting. Okay, you need to start setting. You need to start setting for knife and single knife and block. Single knife and block where? Side palm, knife hand. Side palm, blocking what? Blocking solar plexus. Okay, blocking solar plexus. But when we block, if our hand is closed, we're blocking with wrist. If our hand is open, we're blocking with side palm. Okay? So, if we're blocking with the side palm, we need to make sure side palm about solar plexus, right? Side palm about solar plexus. Okay? That's the first block, and then second block, same thing, you gotta set 45 angle, right? You gotta set fist. Knife hand become fist. Fist become knife hand. Knife hand become fist. Knife hand and fist. Switch. When do you do it? When you are moving back. When you're moving back. Then when you're moving back. Right? When you're moving back with a foot. Timing, right? We talked about the timing in the previous video. About the timing. When your time is about to block, you gotta pivot, block at the same time. Yes, sir. Alright. And then the handshake becomes the same hand set. The regular hand set. Regular hand set. Thumbs up, right? Regular hand set. Okay, what are we doing? The top hand past the solar plexus. What? My wrist past the solar plexus is set it down, side of your thigh. Front thigh, not the back thigh, front thigh, because we're gonna do a crane stand, right? So the top hand goes side blocking, the bottom hand goes high blocking, right? Side blocking and high blocking, right? At the same time, with crane stand, right? With crane stand, and then you have to set a large hinge. What's the distance of the large hinge, referee? 2 fists. 1, 2. Set. Okay, 2 fists. This is too close. If you see student doing that close, that's minor deduction. Come on, guys. What is this? On the body? They have to have it open up. They can't hit their body. They can't hit their body. They have to have it out. They could still make the noise if they do it right. So they're gonna keep the distance inside here, right? And then spin around. When they spin around, they gotta switch this hand in the middle. You see that? They gotta switch this hand in the middle in order to do the correct technique. Because I'm gonna spin around, and then when I'm about to finish, and then you do another larger hinge. Okay? So you gotta start here when you're halfway turn. You gotta be here. When you're all the way turned, you gotta be here. Okay? So if you see the nice turning transition of the arm movement, let it go. Do not deduct. Okay? If they are slightly off, slightly low, let it go. Because it depends on body size. Sometimes their arm is shorter than sometimes their arm is long. So let it go. Just let it go a little different, we let it go. It's not big deal. Because sometimes you're gonna fight with someone who's taller, someone who's shorter. Then these blocks change. That's why we let it go. Okay? We let it go. And then the next, after the spinning, we do the nice handstand with stomping foot ready. This is the ready. This is small presentation, large presentation. Yes? Okay. Large movement, large score. Higher score, better score. Large movement, but large movement and fast. Not only large movement and fast. Because we need fast, the speed to create the power. Speed and power. Large movement. The best person. Speed and power, large movement. This bottom hand is palm face down. This one is the regular outing block. But this bottom hand is doing special thing. It needs to block the face, and then it needs to block the side of your high blocking here. On the mounting block, see? If I show you the front view, from here, this one, come, face block, and in out, okay? In out block right there, okay? Out in block right here, the out in block, right? Out in block, in out block at the same time, okay? But don't forget that in out block has to come in front of your face, okay? Not from here, not this. This is wrong, okay? In out block, okay? That's important for presentation. That's important. You gotta go all the way out, okay? And then hand set, thumb, don't touch, and hand set, right? Horse riding stand, hand set, in out block. Which hand is outside? The moving leg. I just moved the left leg. So after here, I'm gonna set my left hand out. If they have a wrong set, what is it? Major deduction, okay? You gotta have the left hand set and out. If they made a mistake, don't hesitate. Click that major. Okay, and then right here, we're gonna move the left leg. We move the left leg, left hand out. We move the left leg, left hand out. If they don't, major deduction. Okay, and then one more, right? Okay, and then this is the same thing. Your handset and your foot, it has to land at the same time. And then they're going to start transition for the next move. If it doesn't land at the same time, then lost balance, probably, right? Okay? Then what do? Oh, this is major, right? And then what do? Oh, that's a minor, right? Okay, here. Now, what do? That's a major, right? Okay, here. Oh. That's a major. You got to see what's going on, guys. Okay, come on. All right. Oh, that's a double major. You saw that 2 foot, right? Double major, right? Okay. How many is that? Because I'm moving a lot on the upper body. How many is that? One minor. I didn't break anything yet. One minor. It doesn't matter, because remember, the reason I'm doing a lower part of the body and upper part of the body is for you to understand. If you see anything that is low doing a mistake, then you take the point off. Anything that you see upper body doing a mistake, you take the point off in one spot. If nothing goes on, then you don't take the point off, right? If nothing goes on. If they move their hand, one minor. They move their hand and their foot is off, that's minor. Got it? Okay, so that's why we have to cut it right on the waistline, our belt line, to give a score. Are we going to go give 1 or are we going to give 2? Or is that a one spot, or is that a adding spot? Couple more spot. Okay, you have to see what's going on with that form. That's why it's important to understand the pumse instead of just knowing how to judge just a movement. You cannot judge pumse with movement. You have to know the form. Okay? Seriously, you have to know the form. Then you can be a better judge. Then you're not going to make any mistake on your judging. Because all our athletes comes many years, 1 full years to compete at the national, and then somebody make mistake at the national. I'm sorry. That's very sad to hear. Because one referee might not affect too much on scoring, because we have 5 judging system for world class, right? Because they take out 1 down, one down, and 1 up. They take out and then make 3 as of the true score. So you know how the system works. But if the one referee make mistake, that's not going to affect that much on the point, because that will be taken down anyway. If that person gave a 0 score, that one is already down. If that person gave perfect 10, that's already out. Don't have to worry about if one judge was making mistake. If 2 judges was making mistake, that's a bigger problem. Because up and down is going up, down, down. That's a problem. Everybody down, down, and then those 2 judges go down, down, and up. That's a problem. Okay? If 3 judges don't know how to judge, that's big problem. I'm sorry, that's big problem when you don't know how to judge. Okay? That's why I'm here. Please be with me. Let's work together, because I like to see more high-level athletes to compete like a world class, and then I want our coaches to grow up together, and then I want the referees to grow up together. We're gonna gain from this video, guys. We're not gonna lose anything. We're gonna gain. Okay, so be with me. Okay, after the hand, nice hand set and finish. It's the same thing over and over. Now I can go a little bit quicker. Okay, so here, same set, right? Same thing. You gotta be on this side in order to finish here, making a space here. Now you're in the middle. You gotta do a 1 more set, right? 1 more set. And then after you do the regular set, regular kind here, launch your hinge, and then here's the stomping. Aye! You gotta do the stomping, right? And then right here, it's different. We had a left hand outside, now we're moving a right foot. We're gonna have right hand outside, under, boom, blocking. Wrong hand, major deduction. And right here, right leg. Right hand outside, and then 회전 아래 맞기. Okay, good. Then we go with the right leg again, right? Okay, good. And then we shift, and then lastly, after here, finishing. Boom. Easy. And 바로. Okay. Keumgang, not so many moves in Keumgang. Okay, all you have to do is do it over and over, just like other pumse. Repeatedly, you train yourself to be better and working on balance. You gotta have a strong leg, strong foundation, never breaks down. Make your foundation strong, which is your legs. So lower part of the body has to be stronger than upper part of the body, so it supports the upper part of the body, right? So we're gonna build strong legs. In the meantime, we're going to build our speed and power and accuracy on our hand move, and our sight is important in Keumgang. Sight is important in Keumgang. Why? Because if you're not looking at the direction that you're supposed to look, then you lose major deduction. So for example, every time when we did the Keumgang 아래 맞기, Keumgang 아래 맞기 right here, you have to turn to the side, right? To the open side. What if you're looking in the wrong direction? That's major deduction. What if you don't even turn? That's a major deduction. You're supposed to turn where? In the middle. In the middle, start from the front, You're supposed to turn in the middle and finish. If you're going that side, you start from the front, then you have to turn in the middle. But in the middle section, after we went to the left and came back around to the middle, right here we're looking at the right. Here we keep the right side. And then we have to do our block and continue. Okay, this is the only spot that you have to keep your head to the side. And then when you're finished, you gotta finish to the left because you came back around to the left. But some people finish like this, looking at the front table. Cute, alright? So, okay, if you guys are working hard, I have no doubt that you will gain, okay? Same thing, I will work harder, guys. Like this, I'm working on the video because I want to work harder. I'm working hard every time when I took the video. I'm taking this video sometime on the weekends. Most time is on the weekend, but sometime on the weekdays after class, very tired. I know I'm tired, but I want to shoot the video, make sure this video is getting out there so our referees and athlete coaches can see what are the mistakes, what's the minor and major mistakes. Okay, so thank you for tuning up here and subscribe and like. Don't forget to share with other athletes, okay? I know they could become your competitors, but they will find out anyway. My video is very popular right now because of you guys. Because of you guys are watching my video. Thank you for watching, okay? Appreciate. And then I get a lot of messages from others that I'm making this video because this video is not out there. It's not out there. Not out there. What? Keumgang, World Taekwondo. Who's making this video and telling what's wrong and what's why? Right? Okay. I wish Keumgang can shoot the video of this type of video too, and or WT, the World Taekwondo. Because they might be able to do more professionally, you know, on the screen and more video instead of one video, you know what I mean? Okay, then I would love to see that too. How are the new things, new techniques are going to be changed? Keep updating. I like to be updated as well because I also compete, right? I wanna compete continuously as long as my body let me compete. I will try my best, everyone. That I can promise. I will try my best. Thank you, my Taekwondo friends. Yankee도 소개 뉴! 감사합니다.